What if I told you that the key to unlocking your English fluency, it isn't studying for hours and hours. It isn't memorizing endless lists of vocabulary.
And that it's actually something much, much smaller, something you can do every single day without even feeling like you're studying.
Exactly. Welcome, everyone, to the English Nest podcast, the place where we help you build your English skills in a calm and natural way. I'm Leo.
And I'm Anna, and today we're so excited to talk about this. The episode is called One Small English Habit That Changed Everything, because for both of us, it really did.
It absolutely did. Before we get into what the habit is, Anna, can you remember what it felt like before you discovered this, when you were, stuck?
Oh, I remember it so clearly. For me, it was just overwhelm. I had all these grammar books, these apps, these lists, and I felt like I had to do everything perfectly.
Right. The pressure.
So much pressure. I'd sit down to study and my brain would just shut off. It felt like a chore, like a test I was always failing. I knew a lot of words, but I couldn't connect them, you know?
That's the word, connect. I felt the same way. I was trying to translate everything in my head before I spoke, so I was always one step behind in conversations. It was exhausting.
Yeah, exactly. You're so focused on the grammar rule that you miss the actual conversation.
And you feel unnatural, robotic almost. And then you get frustrated and you think, oh, my English is so bad. But it's not. It's the method that's not working.
It's the method. It's trying to build a house by just staring at a pile of bricks. You're not actually putting anything together.
That's a great way to put it. So that was the before. Frustrating, slow progress, and just not very fun.
Not fun at all. So what was the turning point for you, Leo? What started to change things?
Honestly, it was giving up. I gave up on the idea of studying in that traditional way. I said to myself, this isn't working. I need something different.
Okay.
And the big idea that changed for me was I stopped trying to add English to my life. Instead, I decided to just find the English that was already there.
Okay, I like that. But what does that mean in a practical sense? Find the English that was already there.
So it's this. The one small habit is choosing one tiny thing you already do every single day and deciding to do it or think about it in English. Just one thing.
Ah, okay, I see. So it's not about finding extra time to study. It's about changing the language of a moment that already exists in your day.
Precisely. For me, it was my morning coffee. I make coffee every single day. It's a routine. So I decided that my coffee making time was my English time.
So what did you do? Did you just, watch videos about coffee in English?
Even simpler. I just started talking to myself. Out loud, but quietly. I just narrated what I was doing, using the simplest sentences I could.
I love that.
Yeah, okay, I'm getting the cup. Now I am opening the coffee jar. It smells good. Super, super simple. It felt silly at first, but it was a game changer.
That's so funny because my thing was similar, but it was when I was brushing my teeth. 2 minutes, twice a day. And I would just think to myself in English.
Right, same principle.
Yeah, I'd plan my day. Okay, first I have a meeting, then I need to buy milk, or I'd think about my day. Today was a good day. The weather was nice. Just a little internal monologue.
And why do you think that works so well? Because it sounds almost too simple.
I think it works because there is zero pressure. No one is listening. You can't make a mistake. It's just you and your thoughts.
You take away the fear.
You take away the fear completely, and it connects the language to your actual life. The word cup isn't just a word in a book anymore. It's connected to the feeling of your favorite cup, the warmth of the coffee.
It makes the language real. It takes it out of the textbook and puts it into your kitchen, into your bathroom, into your world.
Yes, and it's a habit. It's not about motivation. You don't have to feel motivated to brush your teeth. You just do it. And when English is attached to a habit you already have, it becomes automatic.
That's such a key point. Motivation comes and goes. Habits are what create real long-term progress. You're not waiting to be in the mood to study English. You're just making coffee. And the English comes with it.
And over time, those 2 minutes, those 5 minutes, they add up. Your brain gets more and more comfortable thinking in English. It starts to build those pathways. So when you are in a real conversation, it's easier to find the words.
It's like a little warm-up for your brain every day, a gentle stretch. And soon you find that the internal monologue just keeps going. You walk outside and you automatically think, oh, it's a windy day.
Exactly. You start thinking in English without trying to. And that is the moment you feel like you're really getting fluent, when it's not a translation process anymore.
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling. So, okay, for our listeners who are hearing this and thinking, I want to try this, where should they start? How do they pick their one small habit?
I think the most important rule is pick something you do every single day without fail, something you don't even think about.
Right. Don't pick going to the gym if you only go once a week.
Exactly. Pick something like getting dressed, or washing your hands, or making your bed.
Okay, so let's brainstorm a few ideas. Let's say someone chooses washing the dishes. What could their English monologue sound like?
It could be so simple. This plate is dirty. I need hot water and some soap. I am washing the plate. Now it is clean. I will dry the plate with a towel.
Perfect. It's about naming objects and actions. You're connecting words directly to the world around you.
Okay, what about another one? Like waiting for the bus or the train. A lot of people do that every day.
Oh, that's a great one. You can describe what you see. I see a tall man in a red jacket. A woman is walking her dog. The dog is small and white. The bus is late today.
It's like you become the narrator of your own life for just a few minutes.
Totally. And the key is don't worry about perfect grammar at all. If you say, I see a man with red jacket instead of in a red jacket, it does not matter. The goal is communication with yourself. It's practice, not a performance.
Yes, that's so important. Let go of perfection. The goal is to get the language flowing. Another idea, what you do on your phone. Maybe you read the news every morning. Try reading one headline in English, just one.
That's a fantastic idea. Or change the language of one of your apps to English. Maybe your weather app. So every day you see cloudy or sunny or rain. It's a tiny, tiny immersion.
Right. The whole point is to make it so small and so easy that you can't say no. You have no excuse not to do it. It's easier to do it than to not do it.
That's the secret. If you say, my goal is to watch a movie in English every day, you'll probably fail. That's a big commitment. But if you say, my goal is to think in English while I wait for the kettle to boil, you'll do it every time.
And that consistency is what builds the skill. A tiny bit every single day is so much more powerful than a huge amount once a month.
It's the magic of compounding. It feels like nothing on day 1. It feels like nothing on day 7. But after a month, you'll suddenly notice, wow, I just understood that song lyric, or wow, I just replied to that email without thinking too much.
Those little moments of victory, they build your confidence, and that confidence makes you want to try more. Maybe you go from narrating your coffee to listening to a 1-minute podcast clip.
Exactly. The small habit opens the door to bigger habits, but you have to start small. So small it feels silly.
That's so true. But what if someone tries this and hits a roadblock? I can imagine a few challenges that might come up.
That's a fantastic point. We should definitely talk about that. What's the first one that comes to your mind?
Okay, so let's do a quick recap for everyone. We've talked about a lot.
Let's do it. So the big idea, the main takeaway from today is to stop thinking of English as a subject you have to study.
Right. Instead, start seeing it as a tool you can use in tiny little moments of your everyday life.
The habit itself is to pick one thing, just one, that you already do every day, and decide that for those few minutes, you will live in English.
You can narrate your actions, describe what you see, or just have a little internal monologue. Super simple sentences.
The key is there is no pressure, no tests, and no fear of making mistakes. It's just you and the language.
And by doing this consistently, you make English a part of your life. You build the habit of thinking in English, which is the real foundation of fluency.
And that's really it. It sounds almost too simple to work, but we promise it's one of the most powerful things you can do for your English.
It really is. So, our challenge to you, everyone listening, is to try it just for 1 week. Pick your tiny habit, your one small moment, and just see how it feels.
We would genuinely love to hear what you choose. Maybe leave a comment and tell us what your small English habit will be.
Yeah, that would be amazing. And on that note, we're at the end of our episode for today.
If you got value from this episode, let us know in the comments. Follow the show and give it a like. See you in the next episode.